Happy homecoming to one and all. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr from West Sound TV, working with the KidsAppSun.com/GOTW Game of the Week to bring you some live high school varsity football here on a Friday night from Bremerton High School's Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming in Bremerton, but unfortunately their guests, the Kingston Buccaneers, don't care. They're Buccaneers, and they're leading the Knights 28-14 as we get ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Spencer Anderson is running the computer for you, and also our camera tonight. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, and Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And Kitty, it was all tied up with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. And suddenly 14 points on the board for the Buccaneers due to 2 mistakes by Bremerton, a fumble and an interception.
All right, sports fans,
yeah, 2 big turnovers were the turning point in this game. But Bremerton will come out and receive the kickoff after that first half. They had in the first half, their leading rusher was Michael Lawrence with 7 rushes for 50 yards. Andrew Shadle had 8 for 48.
Oh, man, look at that.
No, you're kidding me.
Talking about the onside-er, and we have seen this more than once this season. I don't ever remember seeing it this way before. Kickoff, Kingston, going towards Bremerton. They do the onside, and they recover it 10 yards further down the field at the 50-yard line. Boy, oh boy, where are these coaches getting these plays?
I think they're just found out that their guys can't kick it the distance, which is not true. We've seen a lot of guys who have been able to take it to the end zone this year. And instead, they just are seeing if they can take advantage immediately.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. Coach Novick with the onside-er. Kingston picks it up. And on the first play, a nice job on defense that time by Jason Crum.
With a tackle behind the line down
Jason
at the 45-yard line.
Jason is a 200-pound, 5'9" junior.
For Kingston.
And he really used every pound there to bring that person down.
That's going to drop Kingston back about 5 yards. They're going to move that ball back to Kingston's 45-yard line. Second down now and about 15 to go. But what a great way to open the second half. I really like that.
Got to like the intensity of the defense, though. It's not in our house. No way.
Okay, Sam Byers at the quarterback position for Kingston. 2 men behind him in the eye. He fakes a handoff. He's going to go to the air. He's got an open receiver over on the right side, but good defense by Bremerton. Ball gets loose.
Fastball's incomplete. Defense brought to you by
good job of Byers getting away from the oncoming Knight.
And Trevor Nelson was that oncoming Knight at stop that pass being a completion. So a quick third down now for Kingston. 3rd and 15 to go.
Again, the Knight defense is called upon to see if they can make a stop and get Bremerton right back in this game.
3rd down for Sam Byers, back in the shotgun. Coming over to this near side, he's got his receiver, and that would be Nick Tabanera.
Pass complete to number 6. That's Nick Tabanera.
And he's not going to, I don't think they're going to get him, he's going to make it to the first down, but they're going to be close.
Knocks him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, shy of the first down. It'll be 4th
well
and
played.
2
Byers waited till all the Knight defenders were in upon him, and then the little screen out to Tabanera.
Well, that's going to bring up a 4th down now for the Buccaneers, and about maybe 2 yards to go for the first, and they're going to go for it.
They're on the Bremerton Knight 41.
Sam looks over the defense. 1 man behind him. Short drop back. He fakes off to the right side. He wants to keep it. And I think he's going to get the first down for Kingston.
Takes himself down to the 36-yard line.
I thought they were going to get him behind the
first down for Kingston.
Line of scrimmage there at first, but Sam saw a hole and went for it.
Looked like it, yep. But again, very good work by Sam Byers being patient. Waiting and looking and finally finding that open space that he could pick up that 2 or 3 yards he needed.
Well, Sam was the leading rusher for Kingston in the first half. He was 6 rushes for 25 yards. They didn't do, the biggest rush was obviously by Sutherland on the kickoff return, but that goes to special teams.
Yeah, it's funny that both quarterbacks are the leading rushers on their team, and there it goes again. This time it's just a quarterback draw.
Quarterback keeper on the play, gain about 3 yards
flag
on the
comes
play.
in there at the end of that.
Doc had been at least like 2 minutes, and we hadn't had a flag, so I was pretty excited.
Looks like it's going to go against
Preliminary
Kingston.
calls against the Buccaneers.
Our stats are courtesy of Annette Griffiths from the Kitsap Sun. She's the lucky person down there on the sideline getting all the stats and trying to keep warm. I told her just to use one of the big bodies as a wind block.
And the head referee out there, John Dennis, says a hold against Kingston. So that'll move Kingston back 10. Repeat the down.
Calls a hold on the offense. Offensive holding, 10-yard penalty. Still remains first down. It'll be 1st and 20.
First down for the Buccaneers. Man goes in motion. And
he's gonna, no.
Rolling out, it's not Byers, but Bobby Reese. And Bobby Reese throws a beautiful pass. I told you he had a QB behind his name. And I'm trying to see who it was he passed to. Was it Sam Byers?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
There is a flag down on the field, but
pass is complete down at the 15-yard line.
They're
There's a flag on the
pointing
near side of the field
toward Bremerton.
I think it might have been pass interference. No, ineligible receiver downfield.
Against Kingston. Oh, my, oh, my.
They'd be moving backwards.
They sure will be. That was a nice play except for the ineligible receiver. And that was a pretty good-looking pass by Bobby Reese. Now, it looks like they're going to keep him in. Wonder if Sam got banged up or if they're just giving Bobby some playing time.
Well, you said he was just a sophomore. You certainly want this experience now.
So it's going to move Kingston back again. They'll still have a first down.
Eligible receiver for
They started
Kingston.
at like 1st and
Ball played
20
back
on
near
that one. Now
midfield.
it's 1st and 30.
It's still first down. It's 1st and we'll call it 23 for the Buccaneers.
Oh, they're saying 23. Okay.
Looks a little longer than 23, but maybe so.
25.
Yeah.
We're going to split the difference there.
Ball is just about midfield, 50-yard line. And Sam back in as QB. And handoff to his first back through, and they'll pick up a couple on that. Actually, it looks like they're going to pick up close to 8.
Andrew Shadle, one of the tacklers in there.
The 44-yard line.
That's some of the most success they've had up the middle in a long time.
But not even back to that original line of scrimmage. Now it's about 2nd and 20. You're saying 18 on the scoreboard.
Thinking they're wanting to at least get it down to single digits on 3rd down.
Second down. And pass complete to Bobby Reese.
Pass complete to number 11, Bobby Reese, right at the 40-yard line.
That's going to be
stopped immediately by number 7,
to that original line of scrimmage, but not quite there.
For the Buccaneers.
3rd down and about 13 yards to go.
Nice effort by Reese to catch that, but once you go down on your knees and catch it, you are down.
So the Knights playing tough on defense here, forcing some mistakes by Kingston. 3 minutes gone in this 3rd period. Kingston still has the ball. 3rd down, 13 for number 13, Sam Byers. Short drop back, and he fakes the first shot, and the second one over the hands of Richie Sander, the intended receiver.
I know that play from my backyard. It's a hook and go.
For the Buccaneers.
So 4th down now for Kingston, and it looks like this time they will go with the punt. So that great kickoff at the beginning of the second half, unfortunately, doesn't look like it's paying off, except for the fact that the punter is QB Sam Byers. So you never know.
Well, we've seen fake punts with athletes before, but I'm thinking he's actually punting this one.
And
oh, no, he isn't.
He's punting, and it gets blocked. A great block in there by Bremerton.
Number 59.
That punt is blocked by Daniel Whitlock.
That is Daniel Whitlock with the block. He just came right in through the blocker and took out the punt.
Did a nice job of not running into the kicker's leg. And Bremerton will take over on the
37-yard line.
37-yard line. So good starting position here for Bremerton's first offensive series here in the second half.
They thought they'd be doing this right after halftime, but due to that onside kick.
Lawrence with the handoff and up through the left side. Andrew Shadle,
31-yard line.
He's going to pick up about 5 yards on that run.
Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the night.
They're going to give him 6, so 2nd down and 4. Like I said, every time it's at least 4 or 5 or more yards.
Yeah, he only had 48 yards in that first half, so not used as much as we're used to, but that's because they had more than that, him as a weapon.
Well, because Michael Lawrence was doing a lot of the running. And again, the handoff goes to Shadle. He'll pick up maybe a yard on that one. Pretty good job by
Andrew
the North
Shadle on the carry,
defense.
gain of about 2 on the play. Will bring up a 3rd and 2 situation for the night.
2 scores. One was a Matt Knoll touchdown run early in the first quarter, and then their other score was a pass from Lawrence to Shaquille Jones, which tied it up at 14-14 with 8:28 remaining in that half.
3rd down now and a couple yards to go for the Knights. And Lawrence will keep it. There's no attempt to fake there. And
Mikey Lawrence,
not going to get the
quarterback
first
keeper, down
down.
to the 26-yard line, close to the first down marker. And
I guess he
looks
is.
like it's good enough for Bremerton. First down.
Those flags. That was close.
I saw the Bremerton players pointing that way, but I was with you, Doc. I thought he was probably a yard short.
Well, I was trying to look at the line judge here, and I couldn't quite tell where he was, and the flags are over on the far side of the field. So Bremerton keeping it alive here, 1st down. Ball is down on the 26-yard line of the Bucks.
Kingston kind of showing blitz.
And Bremerton trying to run up over the middle.
Gain about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the night.
That would be Kenyatta Lancelin carrying it for Bremerton, and he'll pick up about 2 on that.
He got up a little shaky. He's kind of hobbling right now.
2nd down and 8 for Bremerton as they move the ball down inside Kingston's 25. Man goes in motion. That's who gets it. The front forward pitch. Ooh, nice tackle that time by Sam Byers.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 9
it
for the
was
Knights.
Trevor Nelson carrying it, but Byers was in on that one and dropped him at the line of scrimmage.
Nice block in the backfield to keep one of the other Buccaneers from getting him earlier behind the line of scrimmage.
Sam didn't look like he was blocked.
No, he broke through. He found that open. They've run that play several times.
Yep.
They've gotten a few yards out of it, not a whole lot of success.
Okay, 3rd down now for the Knights. They've got about 8 and a half, long 8 to go here for the 1st down. Close to the red zone of Kingston. And a fake on that pitch. Lawrence dropped in the backfield.
That is 64.
Mikey Lawrence on the carry. Jason Lowe with the
Jackson
tackle for
Hobbs.
Buccaneers brings up a 4th and 11 for the Knights.
Not fooled by that at all.
3rd quarter.
And so a 4th down and a loss of a couple yards on that one for Bremerton. 5:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. A relatively quick 3rd quarter so far. And Bremerton's going to go for it. Down by 14, ball on Kingston 27. Only one man to block for Lawrence. He's going to the air. He's got a receiver, but a nice job of defense by Sam Byers. Doing it all for the Buccaneers
broken
tonight.
Up by Sam Byers.
Well, that was just a matter of being taller than the receiver and seeing the pass and knocking it down. Really smart play by Byers.
Sam, 6'5".
A little more air under that, a little farther, because the receiver actually had him beat.
Great American Furniture, another proud sponsor of Bremerton High School football.
Kingston Buccaneers bend, but don't break. They hold the Bremerton High Knights to the 27-yard line, and that's where Kingston will take over on downs. First down, the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield behind quarterback Sam Byers. Short drive back, quick pass. And that ball was tipped just after it got out of Byers' hand.
Tipped at the line by Tim Pounds.
It was intended for Merriman, and Tim Pounds with the tip for the Knights.
Yeah, George Merriman almost had that, but he wasn't going anywhere even if he had caught that.
2nd and 10 coming up for Kingston.
Homecoming night here for Bremerton. Looking to see what their defense can do. They had a nice little halftime presentation.
2 split to each side. Again, a quick pass out to this near side to Reese, and Reese has got some running room. Tightrope walking on that sideline, and he's going to pick up again. I think it'll be a first down.
Yep.
Hit a second time by Lucas Anderson there at the end.
Just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, just shy, they say.
Oh, man, that's 2.
Not according to Kingston. They're pointing.
Oh, no, John agrees with us.
And the Kingston sideline.
And apparently it was just good enough for a first down at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers with a first down at the 37, moving the ball. And again, a quick pass out to the far side this time. Pass is dropped, though, incomplete. Intended, I believe, for McMullen.
Pass hits the turf. That's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for the Bucks.
But, Doc, you're so correct. Those are so close to being laterals.
Yep.
And I keep expecting them to do one of those and then say to Reese on the side and then have him pass. So we'll see.
You mean a flea flicker?
One of those, yeah.
Well, we saw him earlier. He's got an arm. 2nd down and 10 for Kingston. Byers in the shotgun, and this time he's just going to hang on to it, go up through the middle, and pick up
Sam Byers on a carry, gain about 2
yards
on the play up to the 40-yard line.
Jason Crum, one of the Knights in on the tackle.
Stop on that play.
He'll place it on the 40. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. For the Buccaneers, head coach Dan Novick and head coach for the Bremerton High Knights, Nate Gillum.
Have you noticed it's getting brisker, Doc?
Yes, indeed. Oh,
he still got it, and he almost threw it to the other side.
Fastball incomplete, broken up by number 27,
almost picked off by Matt Knoll. That was very close to being intercepted.
It was a good fake, and he kept it hidden pretty nicely, but just not enough mustard on that particular pass.
Okay, 4th down and in their own territory at the Buccaneer 40-yard line. Looks to me like they're going to have to kick it away. Byers back in the punter's position. And it looks like Coach Gillum wants a rush on. Good punt. And Bremerton will let it bounce, and it takes a huge Kingston bounce, an extra 20 yards on that bounce.
One of the assistant coaches down there yelling at somebody, I don't know whom.
But is probably down at the 12-yard line.
Go out and catch it himself.
Yeah, you watch coaches, and you know they do.
Well, that's going to put Bremerton back in their own territory. They're going to start this series out on the 12-yard line. 3:43 left to go here in the third quarter.
That's way far away from us, Doc.
Yes, indeed. 3:43 and Kingston up 28-14. Let's see what Bremerton has for them here.
Lawrence still has it.
Yep, he's looking to go to the air, but nowhere to go, and puts his head down, tries to get some yardage.
For a sack of 2 yards.
Looks like he's going to lose 2 on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 12, moving him back to their 10-yard line.
Shaquille Jones had just started to break free from his defender, but Lawrence did not have the time to get that pass off. Plus, at 5'9", it's really tough to see over all those guys and find that receiver.
Second down now for Bremerton.
Handoff.
And that one.
Shadle on the carry.
Shadle's not going to get a whole lot of yards on that.
Still carrying it. The play has been whistled dead, however. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Knights.
Third down now for Bremerton. And again, about 12, maybe a little longer to go for a first down.
Both these teams moved the ball pretty convincingly in the first half, and the second half certainly hasn't been that same story. I think the defensive coaches had some conversations.
Okay, third down for Bremerton. Lawrence going to the air, or fake going to the air, pulls it down, and that one's not working anymore, Kitty.
No.
I think Kingston figured it out.
Lawrence back at the 5-yard line.
It really looked like Pounds may have been open coming across on that slant, but
I don't think he has time to, especially when he does that fake. Like you said, he's only 5'9". And to see the guy cutting across the middle like that, I'm not sure that he has the time.
Well, fortunately, Tim Pounds is like 6'5", so you see him pretty well, but...
Okay, fourth down and a long ways to go. Bremerton deep in their own territory. In fact, they're going to have to kick it out of their end zone. And we'll see if there's a rush on. Doesn't look like it. And the punt coming over to this near sideline. Yeah, it'll go out of bounds, so there'll be no possibility of a run back, but we'll have to see where they place it. It's definitely going to be in Bremerton territory, and it looks like it's going to be at about the 37-yard line.
The 38-yard line. Kingston will take over the 1st and 10.
They say the 38-yard line. And I was going to give a punter credit, but the number began with a 4. What the second one was, I don't know.
Well, that's going to bring up first down for Kingston with 1:24 left to go here in the third period. Sam Byers has got 2 men behind him in the I formation and 2 receivers split out to the right side. And it's a handoff to the running back over to the left side. He breaks a tackle. He's got some running room and into the end zone for
goes number 6,
another score. It's Nick Tabanera.
Touchdown for Kingston.
Another 6 points on the board for the Buccaneers. 1 broken tackle, and that's pretty much all it took for Nick. After that, he sped away.
Well, as you pointed out, everybody else was on the other side, and away he went to the left, and once he got past the first guy, nobody there to get him. Nice run by Tabanera.
Yeah, PAT is good.
Extra point is up and good for Kingston.
So Kingston with a 35-14 lead over Bremerton here with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in the third period. Bremerton now digging a deeper and deeper hole for themselves, Kitty.
Well, this homecoming crowd has gone kind of quiet. They're full of a lot of kids. I didn't know that the cool thing to do at the Bremerton games, sit on the hill on your, kind of like having a picnic and roll down the hill, which seems to be entertaining a lot of them tonight. And what is sad is that truly this game started out as a match of equals. Well, and I really thought that, and it still is not over, but it is kind of disappointing to have it 35-14.
To receive the kickoff for the night.
It was 14-14 with 3 minutes left to go in that first half, and the floodgates have opened since then. For the Buccaneers, at least, 35-14 lead. Now, I would not expect, of course, I didn't expect an onside on their
at the halftime.
At the beginning of the third quarter. And in this case, they probably don't need to. It would be Colin Stone kicking. Oh,
it's the way he
trying
kicks.
It.
And it goes out of bounds.
And the kick goes out of bounds. That'll result in a penalty.
Which it looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 37. And so does that move them up to the 40?
Yes, I believe so. I do believe that it will come to the 40 then.
We will see where they're going to place it. And that looks like where that first down marker is a Bremerton 40-yard line. Now, I don't know. I don't think that was an intentional, but I don't know.
Well, he starts it so far to the side that and then aims it towards the sideline. So
you would have to be a soccer kicker to come around on that thing the way he's setting up on it.
That is correct.
First down for Bremerton. And Lawrence has still got it. He's got a man open. And that pass just a little short. It was intended for Tim Pounds.
Pass intended for Tim Pounds. Falls
Tim
a little
just
bit short.
towers over those guys out there.
Second and 10
and that time, Tim was wide open.
Yes.
And right through the middle there, too.
Now, I do not know what it was that Michael Lawrence injured and why he was out for a couple weeks there. But depending upon what it was, it certainly could change his passing capabilities.
So second down, 2nd and 10. And John says roll the clock.
They were waiting for a referee who was helping get the extra ball off the field.
And, that time it got to the hands of Tim Pounds, but unfortunately out of bounds.
Yeah, Pounds was concentrating so hard on knowing where his feet were, which was the right thing to do, because had he caught it and been out of bounds, it wasn't going to do him any good.
Right, and it was Michael's job to get it to him in bounds. He was to lead him, but not that far.
Well, he was pretty well defended. That was about the only opening there was that close to the sideline.
Okay, 3rd and 10 now for the Knights. Straight drop back from Michael Lawrence. And run around this near side. He's going to pull it in and keep it. And apparently he did not see any
Lawrence on the
open
carry, gain
receivers.
about 6 on the play. Up to the 40.
Credit to both Sam English and Connor Wall, 2 and 3 here out there in the secondary for Kingston.
So it'll bring up 4th down and about 4 yards to go for the first. At this point, Bremerton pretty much has to go for it. 37 seconds as the third quarter gets ready to wind down.
Again, they go with the hurry-up offense.
And again, whistles blow. Timeout, Kingston.
So it does at least bring about a timeout by Kingston.
31.2 seconds left in the third quarter.
And that Coach Novick apparently didn't like the looks of.
It was a different alignment, I'll tell you that.
And decided not to take any chances, even though there was only 31 seconds left in the quarter.
We've seen what has happened with little amount of time in quarters, so
that's correct.
Probably a good move. Make sure your guys are focused. You don't want to let them score or even let them get a first down going into this fourth quarter.
Now, we got spoiled at Clahalia in the volleyball game on Tuesday where they had the timeouts up on the scoreboard. Don't have that timeouts here.
No. But that means we have to remember, Doc, and that's asking a little much of us on a cool October evening, October 14th.
4th down for Bremerton, who could really use a first down conversion here. Yeah, it looks like they got the power game set up. 3 backs Uh-oh.
That's not going to help.
No, it's not. And it was, I don't know if they were trying to draw Kingston off, but the people that got drewed off was Bremerton.
Yeah, there more than one of them went on whatever snap count they thought it was supposed to be.
And that'll move them back 5 at the false start and bring up 4th down and about 9 now. And it does look like at this point they are going to punt, and it looks like it's Bryce Bradwell back there.
Ah, so we got a number this time.
Oh, nope, it's a fake to the up back, the blocking back. And there's a flag out there.
They caught it. Oh, that was Petrosky.
The pass was to Tim Pans. Oh, delay of game against
preliminary calls. It's against the Knights.
Wow.
Oh, man. And that was a great play. The ball went to the the blocker for the punter, who was Petrosky, the quarterback we saw 2 weeks ago. He made the completion to Pounds, and it would have been a first down.
Actually, I believe it once again it was illegal, ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay.
That was what I was afraid of, as many guys who went out on that.
And that will drop the Knights back even deeper in their own territory, and this time they may very well kick it away. That's too bad for Bremerton because it was a good play.
It was a great play.
Oh, the punter drops it. Finally gets it off, though.
Oh, and he got knocked over after that.
Oh, boy.
Gets the punt off.
And
down at the 26-yard line.
If that is a roughing the kicker, that should give Bremerton a first down. Yes, it is. Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Really tough foul for
the
Kingston guys. He saw him drop the ball. You have to go after him at that point.
This will be one of the longest 30 seconds we've had tonight.
Well, give that punter a huge amount of credit. Picked it right up, got it off, didn't get it touched by a Kingston player.
And he moved off to he came around kind of like the soccer-style kickers. And that's really what caused the defender to run into him.
All right, sports fans, roughing the punter is the penalty. That's a 15-yarder. What you know what that means? That means it's a first down, Bremerton.
So Michael Lawrence right back out there ready to lead this offense.
And finally, the Bremerton crowd's got something to cheer about.
Ball placed at the 48-yard line.
Quiet quarter
down for the Knights.
Last time we heard this big a cheer was when they announced the king and queen, and I knew the king, that was Connor Wales, but I did not catch the queen's name. Lawrence was 3 of 8 with 1 interception and 1 TD in the first half. Still probably looking to pass quite a bit this half.
He wants to go to the air.
He's got some
He's got an open
Nelson.
receiver.
Mikey Lawrence to Trevor Nelson. Inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Knights.
They claim Michael Lawrence is 185 pounds on this. He does not look 185 pounds, but whatever poundage he is, he put every pound of himself in that particular throw.
And there were 2 receivers down deep for the Knights, and both of them were fairly open.
Nice job by Nelson of getting open.
They got
We're down at the end of the third quarter with 35-14
defenders, and that's the end of number 3. 35-14 lead for the Buccaneers, but the Bremerton High Knights knocking on the door.
Pancake House, Signature Auto Sales, great. And Tony's Italian Restaurant Pizzeria.
Well, here we go. 12 minutes left to go in tonight's ball game at Bremerton's Memorial Stadium. And the Kingston Buccaneers lead the Knights on the night homecoming night. 35-14, but Bremerton is down on the 6-yard line with a first down and goal to go. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr from West Sound TV, along with Kitty Campagna.
All right,
and Spencer Anderson doing camera and streaming for you live on KixFM.com/GWGW.
Right, after tonight's game, we're going to have a fireworks show.
Well, Doc, they put up on the big screen what time is it, and you know what it is? It's night time.
Yeah, I was going to say it's cold time.
It is cold. No doubt about it.
We could be in Minnesota. Oh, and Michael Lawrence will keep it. And he's going to get stopped short by about 3 yards, 2 yards of the goal line.
Gain of a couple of yards.
There are parts of Washington that have already been hit with snow, so I'm going to go with at least not wet. Especially since we're not in the covered area. We brought our cameraman out so you didn't have a view of the post.
Oh, dropped in the backfield that time. Michael Lawrence didn't have time to do anything, and I think it's George Marinan.
Sacked by number 2, Sam English.
Oh, and number 2 was in there as well, Sam English.
Well, that's going to drop him back to about the 7-yard line, so they were up closer than this to start out with. 3rd down now for Bremerton, and they need to put some points on the board here quickly. And going to the air. Oh, it was a beautiful pass, and unfortunately the Bremerton receiver could not hang on.
I think that's Shaq Jones right there.
Jones in the end zone brings up a 4th and goal.
Really good fake by Lawrence on the original pass. So.
And it was an excellent pass. It was exactly where it needed to be. Okay, big 4th down here for Bremerton. And no field goal attempt necessary. They got to put 7 on the board.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you knew that was wrong when number 27 came from the sideline. A little late there.
Timeout call by Bremerton.
I was going to say, is that the ball boy running in there from the sideline? I don't think so.
Intelligently, they call a timeout. Unfortunately, can't use up all those. They might need those later.
Yeah, yep. I don't think you're allowed to do that. So Coach Gillum had to burn a timeout on that. Just underway in the 4th quarter here, and the Buccaneers with a 35-14 lead over the Bremerton High Knights at Memorial Stadium.
Kingston has done a good job of taking advantage of opportunities that they've had some really big plays here and there, but they seem to have stayed nicely focused on defense, and that's going to be important for them here on this 3rd and 7.
And again, Kingston are in that 4th position in the 2A size schools in the Olympic League, the final potential playoff position. So every W they put on the board helps their cause.
Well, you know, they had a taste of it last year, and they want the whole enchilada this year.
Oh, and again, the pass blocked out of the way there. Good defense.
By George Marinan.
It was intended for Tim Pounds. And Kingston will take over.
Oh, it was 4th down. You are correct.
Yep.
Yeah, they hadn't switched the down on the scoreboard, and I missed that.
It was a good effort, and again, the pass not bad, but double teamed on the defense. Pounds, even though he has the height, they didn't quite give him the opportunity to go for the jump ball.
Well, and one of those defenders was George Marinan, who, as you pointed out, Doc, he's a receiver typically, but obviously a very good DB as well, and he's 6'3", so you only got a 2-inch differential there.
So Kingston takes over. They're deep in their own territory, but with a 35-14 lead, they can pretty much concentrate on running time off the clock.
On the carry.
Well, they found the run this half. They've done just fine, especially with that one run by Tabanera that brought him in for a touchdown.
2nd and 6 for Kingston.
And they'll pick up 4 on that first run by Tabanera and bring it up 2nd down.
You know, Doc, after that first half, I really thought this might be an extremely high-scoring game on both ends. And it has not turned out that way. Kingston has scored 1 touchdown this half, and Bremerton none. Although Bremerton knocked at some doors.
2nd down. And
smothered.
Bremerton has done a pretty nice job on that running defense.
Again, number 6, Tabanera on the carry, taken down by Tim
either
Pounds.
side of the
No gain
center.
on the play.
That was Tim Pounds
3rd and 6 for the
bringing
Buccaneers.
him down.
So didn't pick up anything on that. Got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Buccaneers to keep the drive alive. But they are taking time off the clock. 35-14 and 9:30 left to go in the ball game. Byers goes under center. And flag, whistle.
I don't know if that's a delay of game or I see Coach Novick had tried to come out. Maybe he did get a timeout in.
I think the flag may have come before.
Preceded the timeout is what you're telling
Let's
me.
see. Well,
Timeout.
yeah, they're calling the timeout. So
Looks like we got a timeout on the
pick
field
up the
called by
flag?
Kingston.
If they got it
yeah,
ahead
they
of it,
did.
I don't think they're going to
Okay.
actually call
Right
it
before
otherwise.
the delay game flag. So
Yeah,
9:23 left in the 4th quarter.
Coach Novick keeping his eye on that play clock.
Yeah, really tough for those guys. As Brent has pointed out more than once, that it's not something you can see. It
Yep.
is something that one of the officials is keeping, and he
They don't have a play clock
Nope.
on the scoreboard.
has some sort of signal that he gives them when I think it's like 5 seconds left.
Yep, I think one of the judges raises their hand because they have the official time down there on the field. So another timeout used by Kingston. At this point, though, they're not in a big need of timeouts.
Yeah,
So 3rd down now for Kingston and about 6 yards to go for a first.
Bremerton expecting the run.
Man, that's what they get, is a run, and
Up comes turf, I'll tell you that.
Kingston's going to pick up maybe a yard on
Ball
that
carried by number 20, Chandler Setterland. Taken down by number 21, Andrew Shadle, brings up a 4th down situation
It was
for the Buccaneers.
Setterland who carried it,
9
and
minutes left
those
in the
of you
quarter.
that saw the beginning of the game, it was Chandler Setterland that had that 85-yard kickoff return to put the first points on the board for the Buccaneers.
For those of you who came in 20 seconds late, you missed that because that
Actually,
took 12 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say 13 seconds late. And, uh-oh. And I'm not sure. I think that was a bad snap.
Well,
But Bremerton's
Carry by
going
number
to have
6, Tabanera.
great field position here.
interesting.
Whitlock with the stop for the night.
I can't believe that was anything intentional.
No, I wouldn't have thought at that position on the field that they would have done
The
that.
Knights the ball at
And
the 14-yard
Tabanera
line.
fell on
1st
it.
and 10, 8:35
So I
left
think
in the
you're right,
quarter.
Doc. If we had a better viewpoint of it, we would know how the snap went, but certainly not a typical call when you're ahead 35-14.
Well, Bremerton's got a great opportunity here, and
Right
they're going
there.
to take advantage of it on the first play.
Touchdown, Bremerton.
That would be Michael Lawrence to Shaquille Jones. And this time they make that connection, and Bremerton gets a TD on the board.
Well, and Jones had a couple opportunities on this drive prior to this, and this really is just a continuation of that drive where they were able to stop Kingston and get that turnover on the muff snap on what would have been a punt. So
Yeah, you could see it that way.
kind of nice to see Shaquille Jones get his touchdown.
And ball is down
Extra
and
point
through
is
the
up.
uprights.
Extra point is good by Petrosky. Scored out 35-21.
So
8:30
the
left in the
Knights
quarter.
put 7 on the board. Now down by 14 with 8:30 left to go. There's still plenty of time left, Kitty.
Well, that's the second time that combination has brought about a touchdown on a pass. Lawrence to Jones. And you're right, there is plenty of time. And we know that anybody and everybody will kick an onside kick, so we'll just see what happens.
Well, that's right. At any point during the game.
I know.
And I don't know, with 8:30 left, it probably would be advisable to kick it as deep as you can and try to pin Kingston down. On the other hand, Kingston has shown that they can move the ball.
But not so much this half.
Nope.
The Bremerton defense has done a really nice job. I think I agree with you, Doc. You kick it deep. You let your defense do what they have shown they can do this half. Stop them deep and see if you can get some good field position out of it.
Yep, Bremerton D has done a nice job of holding them, especially on the running plays.
Yes.
8:30 left to go in the ball game, and the Buccaneers up 35-21 now over to the Knights.
Only 2 touchdowns separate these teams. We've seen some fast scores tonight, so we know it's certainly possible for Bremerton to get right back in this.
Oh, it is the shorty.
Oh, it's a great kick.
And it is a good bouncer. And the
It's
ball
still
is
bouncing.
loose. We're going to have to see who comes up with it. The initial indication is Kingston. Marinan had his hands on it originally, and he is a receiver. And John Dennis, the head man, says it is a Kingston
Oh, and
ball,
here comes the
and
flag.
there's a yellow hanky. Must have been some little extracurricular activity there in that pile.
Aaron Dixon ends up with the ball at the end of the pile.
They say that Aaron Dixon had the ball.
Yeah, we'll have to see who this is going to go against.
John's holding his hand up.
Personal foul against Kingston. Oh boy, so even though Bremerton did not get the pickup on the kickoff, they're going to get Kingston back in the hole.
If this is a 15-yarder, that'll put him right about at the 20.
And I believe it will be. It's a personal foul.
So Kingston comes off of their huddle on the sideline and just keep going backwards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Kingston. Ball now placed at the 21-yard line, where Kingston has a 1st and 10 with 8:26 left in the ball game.
And you're right, Kitty. Back to the Kingston's own 21-yard line is where they're going to start out.
So although they didn't follow our advice, it's pretty much exactly where it should be.
And running there.
Tabanera on the carry
Tabanera.
for Kingston. Gain of about 1.5 on the play. Taken down by a few Knights, including 10 pounds.
Tabanera's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he's been doing a lot of the work on the ground tonight for the Buccaneers.
He's had 74 runs for 449 yards up till now, which might be the leader on the team.
Pretty good for a sophomore.
And 4 touchdowns. Now he's up to 5 with that one run. So
2nd down and a long 8. They'll give Tabanera about 2 on that first one.
the other big weapon is Sutherland.
Coming around this near side. And we're going to see where the guys end up. They're not going to make the first down, but it looked like a pretty good pickup.
Tabanera once again on the carry out across to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Tabanera is listed at 5'7", 140 pounds. So it's not his size that's doing it. It is his agility in finding that hole and moving through it quickly.
No, you better move quickly at 140 pounds. He's got guys like Nick Pounds looking for him.
Somehow Nick, or Mr. Pounds,
Tim Pounds
was named properly in that last name.
Okay, third down, but a timeout. Another Kingston timeout here with a third down and about 4 yards to go. 7:05 left in the game.
Coach Novick comes out, takes his headset off. Maybe that's so the people up above can't hear what he's saying. But he didn't look happy.
8 to 11 right here at the high school.
As opposed to the people up above saying things that
That's going to be a
we shouldn't hear.
Game that's going on right now. Dance is tomorrow, 8 to 11.
Well, there are supposed to be fireworks after this game. If Bremerton can stop Kingston and score again, we'll see some fireworks on the field.
That seems to have become a tradition here on homecoming nights as the fireworks display. The Central Kitsap teams do it.
They do.
Third down for Kingston, and going to the air is Byers. Nice job of defense there.
And pass is incomplete, intended for Richie Sander, broken up by Trevor Nelson.
For an interference penalty, but that looked like it was well timed.
No, it was real well timed by Nelson. Nelson in on that, just hit Sanders enough, and he couldn't control the ball.
Well, Doc, look who's back to receive this kick. It is Michael Lawrence, quarterback for the Bremerton Knights.
Another all-around guy, it looks like.
Looks like Trevor Nelson halfway back.
Yeah, and a pretty good punt.
Oh, it's got some height.
And it'll hit the ground, and oh, Michael really wanted to go for that, but I can't
down at
blame
the 35-yard line.
Because right there to defend it was Aaron Dixon.
Just a sophomore.
There's enough time, sports fans.
So Bremerton will take over on their own 35-yard line. 6:54, just under 7 minutes left to go in the game. Bremerton only down by 14 now. They shaved 7 points off that lead. And Michael Lawrence setting up back in the shotgun. He's been in the shotgun all night long.
He has his buddy Andrew Shadle right beside him.
Uh-oh, little low. Ball dropped, but Lawrence picks it up, and he's got some running room. He's up to the 40. Oh, nice block, and unfortunately, Michael went down,
Lawrence,
and I think he could have got another 5 or 10 yards.
By the turf monster.
Looks like he was tripped by the turf, is correct.
43-yard line.
He is directing traffic out there. Okay, you block him, and I'll go this way.
He made a nice cut when he saw there was nobody to go to, and picked up some good yardage, about 8 yards on that. 2nd down and 2 for Bremerton. And Lawrence again. This time he'll go to the air. He's got an open receiver, but not that open. Defense it was kind of a slow ball getting to the open receiver.
That was Sam English who was playing defense on that. I thought he was going to have an interception, but it was too high for him to get his second interception of the year.
Over the head of both him and the intended receiver. So 3rd down and about 2 now for Bremerton.
Those long distance passes are so tough at this level because you need a little bit more spit on them.
Good hike this time. There you go, right across the middle, post pattern to Tim Pounds.
Tim Pounds
gets
the reception down to the 38-yard line, and another Bremerton first down.
And now Bremerton in the hurry up.
George Marinan finally bringing him down.
6 minutes left to go, and Bremerton's ready.
Number 72 hobbling off the field for Kingston. That's Bryson Foss.
And again, same position.
Oh, why not?
Once again, Tim Pounds with another
same receiver.
Reception.
And it's that slant across the middle, the post, going to the post.
Well, you just throw it high. Nobody's in front of him, and even if they are, they're not near his height at 6'4", 6'5".
Another first down for Bremerton. And Lawrence wants to go deep. I'm not sure that he should have thrown that one.
Shaquille Jones became the defender on that one.
Yeah, Richie Sander was pretty much right on him.
But that will stop the clock, so that works to their advantage. Probably a good play as far as that goes. 5.5 minutes here remaining in this final quarter.
And Lawrence out to the flat on the far side to Shadle.
Andrew Shadle with the reception down to the 20-yard line.
Shadle will pick up about 6-7 yards on that.
And 3. Make it 3rd and 4 for the Knights.
Doing a really nice job of running a hurry up. There are no huddles.
3rd down and about 4 yards to get to the first for Bremerton. Oh, Michael Lawrence. Oh,
a little
trickery there.
Bremerton, first down.
I thought he was going to run that. He started up the middle and then suddenly went, ooh, there's Tim Pounds.
Michael Lawrence did a nice job there that time by faking everybody out. First down for Bremerton, knocking on the door in the red zone. That again,
buys himself time.
The same idea. He pauses and lets the play unfold.
Fastball is incomplete, brings up a second and goal for the night.
The defense is worried. No. Another hanky?
Yeah, that's going to be on Michael Lawrence arguing that it should have been roughing the passer.
Oh.
He was pleading his case with the head referee. Oh, but they must have picked it up.
No
okay.
penalty. Second down now. Ball on the 8. Second goal to go. Oh, and that time the passer gets roughed down to the ground. A great defensive effort, and I think it was Richie Sander in on that.
Sack on the play brings up a third and goal situation for the Knights. Ball placed at the 14-yard line.
So that was a loss of about
4:40
6.
left in the quarter.
Pushing the ball back to the 15-yard line of Bremerton.
Leading his receiver.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he caught it, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, my.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a touchdown, Bremerton.
Wow. I really thought that it had been tipped by the Kingston player coming right in front of it.
I thought so, too. Tyler Wooten, I think. It was way over in the farthest possible corner from us.
Mikey Lawrence to Shaq Jones.
Oh, Shaquille Jones who caught that one once again. The Lawrence to Jones combo. Put 6 more on the board. And that PAT is good.
Extra point by Petrosky is up and good.
So now, with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the ball game, Bremerton down by only 7, Kitty.
I am in shock. This is quite, they've done such a nice job with the opportunities they've had here in the second half. And I thought it was just the PA announcer who was getting excited, but this crowd has come right back into it.
Must have been a great halftime talk by the Bremerton coaches there. And again, Bremerton, those 14 points put on the board by Kingston at the last 3 minutes of the first half, and they were off of a fumble and an intercept. So other than that, this has been 2 teams pretty tight.
Well, and the way that Bremerton obviously scored was after a muffed punt, actually just on the snap on the punt, way down in Buccaneer territory. So they've each taken advantage of the turnovers they've gotten.
So now this might be a little more logical time for the onside, but that means they'll probably kick it deep.
Oh, of course.
They had a scrum going on that last one, though. It was a
almost
pretty good
worked.
kick, yeah. Pretty good kick. It looks like Kingston's got some of their receivers up there in the front line.
I see Byers out there. I bet you Marinan is there. They got them all. And the guy back deep is just a decoy.
Yep. And it's got to go 10. There it's 10. Or just, yep.
It doesn't even matter. It was a Buccaneer
because
who landed.
fell on it. And it's George Marinan.
Onside kick recovered by Kingston's number 88, George Marinan at midfield.
So Kingston now needs to run 4 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock to get this W.
Not really a time to become just a running team, because that has not been that successful this evening against Bremerton. They have been so tough up the middle.
First down, Kingston.
Byers keeps it.
Yep, puts his head down, and he'll pick up about 4 on
Byers takes it himself, gain of 4 on the play. Stopped by Andrew Shadle at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 6 for Kingston.
And the clock continues to tick. I don't know how many timeouts. Bremerton's got at least 1, maybe 2.
I think they have 2. I know that Kingston has used 2.
Yep. 2nd down for the Buccaneers. Ball is at about the 45-yard line of Bremerton.
The hand goes up by the back judge.
Byers once again with the keeper.
Ooh, and his body was moved backwards by Shadle in an unnatural position.
Three on the play.
Yeah,
number 92,
it
Darius
was
Taylor-Jones.
Darius Taylor-Jones that stopped him.
Third and 2 situation for
Shadle
Kingston.
added a little bit to it.
Yes, all legal.
He picked up a few yards on it, though, about 4. So Kingston now has a 3rd down and about 3 to go for the first. This is a big play for the Bremerton defense.
Now that I see Tabanera up close, he is 140. He isn't real big.
Byers will keep it. Yeah, and he breaks through the line. And I don't know if anybody's going to stop Byers, but there is a yellow flag back at the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
We'll have to see what that is. And in that position, it's usually not a good call for the offense. It's usually a hold, which is what John Dennis signaled.
So maybe that's how they got that hole that Byers went through so nicely.
Well, that could be, but boy, he sure busted one loose there. And that would have wrapped her up if that had been a good play. 2:46 left to go in the game, and Bremerton is still alive.
And up until then, they had done a really nice job. There haven't been a ton of penalties. There have been enough. It's still a high school football game. But if you watch Byers, otherwise, when the clock was running, he was doing a really nice job standing and waiting and watching for the hand to come up, using as much of the play clock as he could while he was using game clock as well.
Okay, 3rd down for Kingston, and now they've got 12 yards to go for the 1st down just to keep things going for them. And this time Byers going to the air. Oh, he's had a receiver. It was Merriman, but a nice job of defense that time by Bremerton to knock that ball down. And I believe that's number 27
that
out there.
That defense brought to you by number 27,
That is Matt Knoll. But that play was hurried up when number 56 got in Byers' face. Johnny Devery.
So with 2:41 left in the game and a 4th and 12, Kingston looks like they're going to punt. And Byers does kick it. Not a great punt, and the ball's going to die right there on the 32-yard line of Bremerton.
And
so Bremerton's got 68 yards to go to tie this game up.
The ball game.
We have 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh boy, anything can happen at high school football in that period of time.
Well, Doc, it is great to have a close game here.
And like you said, Bremerton may still have 2 timeouts left.
They have definitely used the air a whole lot more here this second half, and going to Jones.
And Lawrence had to check off to his
Jennifer Shadle falls incomplete, 2nd and 10
I don't think he was the intended receiver, but the defense did a pretty good job of getting in on Michael Lawrence, and Derek White was one of the guys in there.
Well, Shaquille Jones just took off down this sideline, and it was that famed play, I'm going to run as fast as I can, throw it to me.
And it has been Lawrence and Shaquille that have been putting those points on the board for Bremerton. And Lawrence wants to pass, but pulls it in and up through the middle with some good yardage. She's going to pick up about 12.
Run up to the 42-yard line.
The ball will come out to the 42, and the clock will stop. Let's see if they're going to, yep, they moved it.
It is a 1st down.
Yep, 1st down, moved it.
And good enough for Bremerton, 1st down.
Lawrence trying to direct his people. He is just a junior.
And again, across the middle, cutting across to Jones.
Oh no, he runs into Pounds.
And Jones with the reception.
Jones with the reception into Buccaneer territory down the 36-yard line. 1st down, Bremerton.
and that bunch of Buccaneers that brought them down were trying to strip the ball.
Just under 2 minutes here to go. First down for Bremerton again, and they're down to inside the 40-yard line of Kingston. And Lawrence's receiver dropped it.
You know, that almost, it may not have been on purpose, but it was a good move because it stops the clock.
Well, that could have been like the intentional ground that the quarterbacks do, all right? But they don't take advantage of the stop clock. They're going with that. Hurry up. 2nd and 10 for Bremerton.
Kudos to that Bremerton line. They have done a good job of protecting their quarterback most of the night.
Going deep. And ball knocked down by Kingston.
For Jones, broken up by number 5, Richie
Sander in on that one. That was intended for Shaquille Jones. He was down there, but there were 2 men in white around him.
Yeah, there seems to be a preferred target right now.
3rd down now. And Shaquille's got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he may be a little winded.
And right now, Bremerton's looking to get that first down. They still have enough time to do more.
Cross the middle, intended for 10 pounds, and that one was not very near.
Broken up by number 51, Lee Pham.
And that's going to bring up what could be the final play for Bremerton tonight, unless they can pick up at least 10 yards. 4th down for the Knights. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. Knights down by 7.
Williams directing traffic. He has picked up more low snaps.
Oh, Michael Lawrence doing a nice job. And he's got the open receiver.
Nope, it's a Kingston
by Kingston.
Yep.
And I try to see the number.
I cannot. He was and the flag is down, and I think that's going to be, he was over the line of scrimmage.
I wondered about that from the position, but I keeping my eye on those on the receiver down there. Of course, if it is, it will be declined by Kingston. And they're talking with George Marinan. Yep, against Bremerton. And
the reason why it actually was accepted because it's a loss of down, and that was 4th down. So that is why the ball is all the way out here.
And a penalty.
Correct.
Okay. Well, Bremerton fought down to the last 1 minute and 41 seconds. Michael Lawrence doing
and Kingston take over on downs at the 41-yard line. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Bremerton still with 2 timeouts. I'm sure they'll be using those. Coming in with the strip maneuver. My guess is that you're basically going to see Byers carrying this.
Can't quite, I don't think, do it with 25-second play clock.
No. Now we're moving it back again.
Okay.
I don't know. But they're making sure it's placed in the right spot. 1st and 10 on the 40.
And Byers with the handoff.
And once again, I am wrong.
Number 6 on the carry.
So Tabanera with
Tabanera taken down by
carrying
Shadle.
And he actually
5 yards
did
on
a
the
pretty nice job of picking up about 5 on that one.
And Doc, I think you were right because you said they aren't going to be able to pull off just letting the quarterback have it for 3 plays and getting rid of the clock with that 25-second game, or not game clock, I want to call it a shot clock. Play clock.
Yeah, I'm ready to move in the gym.
Yeah, aren't we?
And timeout, Bremerton. As you said, they would use their timeouts.
Timeout on the field, just under a minute and a half left.
Well, and this will give us an opportunity. Our next live stream is actually on Tuesday up at North Kitsap and inside the gym. We're doing a volleyball game with, you have North Kitsap and South Kitsap.
A civil war.
Very true.
North versus South. And two good volleyball programs there. North Kitsap leading the Olympic League.
They're actually one game behind Port Angeles.
Oh, okay.
But they are, because they have, I think they lost to Port Angeles. So Port Angeles is the cream of the crop there this year, but they are a quality program. And we are hoping to make it a multi-camera production, so that should be pretty exciting to get to stream to all of you out there.
Second down for Kingston.
Tabanera with it again. Smallest man out there.
A pile of players on top of him.
Tabanera on the carry. Looks like it'll be a first down for Kingston up at the 48-yard line.
Well, that should do it. First down for the Kingston Buccaneers, and the ball is right about midfield. Just about on the 50-yard line, but with a minute 19 to go now, Kingston may be able to run off.
Do that knee thing some. Well, you have some very deflated players here on the Bremerton side, but they really have to look at the positives and how well they came back, did not give up, really had an actual chance to tie this game or even win it at that point.
And a good job all night long by their defensive line. And handoff to Tabanera. And congratulations to the Kingston Buccaneers.
On the carry.
They took advantage of all the mistakes the Knights made tonight, Kitty. That was a big important part, I think, of any football contest. You can take advantage of your opponent's mistakes.
Well, and you know, a couple of those were all the way down in opposing territory. So for the Kingston Buccaneers to come back and score on it, because they had the big pass play to Reese that was the kind of the backbreaker there for a while, but nothing broke the back of Bremerton. They came back this second half, even though they're down by 21 coming here into the fourth quarter. They got it back to 14 quickly and then down to 7, and we're hoping to tie it up.
Well, and it was a minute 41 and a fourth down when they went to the end zone, and Lawrence and Jones had made the connection a couple of times tonight, but Kingston stopped it with the intercept. Second down for the Buccaneers, 40 seconds on the clock, and I believe that was Bremerton's last timeout. And there we go with the knee down.
He took the knee and ran backwards. Didn't want to get hit.
Don't blame him on that one. Because, of course, what you want to do is not only hit the player, but try to grab that ball out of his arms.
This was a well-played game. Very entertaining.
Yeah,
lots of scoring, lots of defense, a little bit of everything. Some interceptions, some fumbles.
Bunch of onside kicks.
Oh, yeah.
Even when you're not expecting them.
And here is Byers once again standing there waiting for the signal from that referee to know that when he needs to.
And he's even going to take, well, I guess that's it. He did not need to wait for it because the clock is down to triple zeros. And the Kingston Buccaneers end up beating the Bremerton High Knights on homecoming by 7, 35-28. Good effort by the Bremerton High Knights with the almost came back on them, and a good effort by the Kingston Buccaneers playing some good, solid football.
Well, Doc, thank you for being here tonight. I know it's a cold evening out here in Bremerton. We battled the elements, battled the finding the power, doing some of those different things that we have to do to bring these things to you. And we had Spencer Anderson on camera and doing our streaming, and the mind has gone, it's frozen. Totally, but thank you for a great game. Good contest by two very good teams.
All right, and thanks to the KidsUpSim.com/GOTW for bringing the community a game of the week on the internet every Friday night. Oh, I'm the doctor, Doc Parr from West Sound TV, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.